Well, this week's question is how to deal with setbacks. Well, in the book Grit by Angela Duckworth, she tells the story of Bob Mankoff. Now, back in the 70s, Bob had a dream of becoming one of the best cartoonists in the world. His goal was to have his drawings featured in the New Yorker, which only the best of the best had their drawings featured here. And after submitting a ton of his work, he continued to receive rejection letters. And he wondered why aren't my drawings getting accepted? So he decided to go to the library and look up all of the cartoons that have ever been published in the New Yorker. And at first he thought, man, maybe my drawings just might be subpar. Well, that wasn't true, because many of the cartoons he noticed that were published were just okay. And then he thought, well, maybe it's an issue with my captions. They're either maybe too short or too long. Well, that wasn't true either. There were many examples of short and long captions. But then he found one thing that all these cartoons had in common, that his were sort of missing. They all made the reader think. And now, after getting rejected from the New Yorker about 2,000 times in 3 years, Bob had made some adjustments and sent in one more cartoon. It was finally accepted. And the next year, he sold 13 cartoons to the New Yorker, and then 25 the following year, and then 27. And then finally in 1981, he received a letter from the New Yorker asking if he would consider being a contract cartoonist, and he accepted. So here are the 3 things that we can learn from Bob's story. Number 1, find the facts. Our brain is really good at distorting reality. And after finding the facts, Bob realized his drawings were just fine and his captions weren't the issue. Number 2, ask better questions. Instead of asking, why me? Ask, what can I learn from this? Or like Bob did, what do successful cartoons have in common that mine might be missing? And number 3, identify and focus on the things you can control. Bob couldn't control if his work was accepted, but he could control the quality of the work he submitted. And like cartoonists, remember that every successful individual, they have one thing in common. They deal with setbacks. And so as you find the facts, ask better questions, and focus on the things you control, you'll begin to notice how your setbacks set the stage for your greatest comebacks.